slow fashion video. Today it's the second Sunday of the month, so that means I'm doing the series where I find looks that I love online that I find really inspirational and cool, and I style them from what I already have in my own closet. This is just a great exercise that I love to do that helps me get creative and find more ways to wear what I already have. Today's video is sponsored by Nordgreen watches. This is a great Danish watch brand that I really love. I've had my Nordgreen watch for the past, I think it's been a little over 2 years, and I still love its timeless design. It's wearing absolutely beautifully. The one I have here is the native, and it comes with both the rose gold and also a brown leather strap. I have to tell you though, what I absolutely love is that when I want to change out the strap, I don't need a tool, I don't need tiny little gnome fingers. I can literally change it up in about 5 minutes, which allows me to get so much great wear out of this piece. So I would definitely recommend, if you haven't finished off your Christmas list shopping, then this would be a really beautiful gift for someone you love that you know they're going to wear for years to come. But what I really love about Nordgreen is that their packaging is completely eco-friendly with upcycled plastic and FSC certified cartons, and they really do care about community and environment and giving back. So they have a really great giving back program where they donate to 3 causes: clean drinking water, education, and preserving rainforests. And they do this through global NGOs. And this is really great. Last year, Nordgreen donated clean drinking water to 11,600 households, free education to 6,500 children, and they preserved 742,000 square meters of rainforest. And what is really cool about this giving back program is that you as the customer get to choose where you would like your funds directed. So if you are interested in a Nordgreen watch, their bundles are currently 20% off, but they've also given me a discount code for an additional 15% off. So I will leave that in the description box below for you. Now let's jump on into today's looks. So the first one that I've chosen is this photo that I've had pinned for years. I'm not quite sure who it is. I will try and pop the credits down below if I find out. But I love this look because I think it's a perfect mix of casual and festive. I definitely don't have pants like that, but I do have some metallic in my closet. But before jumping in, what I like to do is break down the look into style elements that are completely within my control and have nothing to do with the pieces that she's wearing, because chances are I don't own them, and that's going to be a bit frustrating when I try to shop my closet. So the first thing that I look at is, what is the overall style genre or the style vibe? Like, how would I describe this look? So definitely for this one, I want to say festive. Definitely, I don't know, can we say extra? I feel like those pants are pretty extra. What else? Glam, but also relaxed. I think it's the looseness of the sweater and the pants that are doing that, and we'll talk about that in a second. The second thing that I look at are the silhouette and the proportions, and this is 2 things, but they both have to do with shape. So the silhouette is what I'm seeing as the overall shape of the look. Is it slouchy? Is it super sharp and crisp and tailored? Definitely not in this case. I definitely want to say that both the elements on top and bottom have a certain slouch or relaxed silhouette to them. Nothing is super tight or anything like that. So we could also say a loose silhouette. Now when it comes to proportions, I would say she's using volume to add a lot of drama on both the top and the bottom. She's got the sleeves like super long, they're very voluminous, and the pants themselves are also very wide, very voluminous. The final piece that I look at are the styling hacks, and these are like all those little tweaks that people make, often just subconsciously, but they make a huge difference to the outfit. So things like tucking and cuffing and the way people wear color. So in this case, I would say there's definitely a monochromatic play happening. You don't have to have a solid bright color to be monochrome or even neutral. This is kind of a neat mix of gray / silver, and that brings me to the next styling hack, which is often used when people wear head to toe one color, and that is to really play up the textures. So she's got this really cool, flowy, it almost looks like lame metallic pant, and she's paired it with a very thick fuzzy, like, looks like a giant pom-pom sweater, which are two fabrics that I don't think we often think of mixing. The other styling hack that she's done is completely tucked in her sweater, and I think this is really interesting. It almost creates a cropped effect. And she hasn't bothered to roll up her sleeves, so I don't know what she's going to be eating, but like, I don't know, eating holiday dinners with giant sleeves in your way can't be very satisfying, but whatever. She's clearly playing up the metallic and the glam with those big mirrored sunnies, and her purse is a really interesting element too. It is the only piece of structure in her look, and yet I think because of that nice boxy silhouette, it's what really keeps this look feeling more put together and polished than just completely sloppy and slouchy. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump into my closet and see what I have and try and pull sort of the main pieces of this outfit first. I know for sure I am not a super slouchy silhouette kind of person, so I won't have too much of that silhouette, specifically in the pants, in my closet. But I can work with the texture play and keeping my look monochrome, so that's what I'm going to focus on. So here's what I came up with. My gold pants that have a lot more structure to them than hers. And to keep it monochrome, I definitely don't have a gold or even like a yellow or mustard top, so I'm going on the lighter side, and I've got my cream giant turtleneck sweater. This is gonna feel really nice and slouchy, so I'm gonna get the silhouette on the top half and not the bottom. Okay, now when it comes to the accessories, can't even see her shoes. Do I bother putting shoes on for this look? I mean, who are we kidding? Of course. These pearlescent nude Manolos are about as close as I'll get to gold shoes. It also looks like she's got a lot of accessories on her hands and her ring fingers, so I'm going to add a bunch of accessories on my wrists and fingers. And I'm also going to include my Nordgreen watch with the metallic strap to really play up the whole metallic story with this. This next look is definitely one that I can see myself wearing during the holidays. Let's describe it as elegant, chic, polished. I want to say a little bit elevated. I also want to say this look has a very minimal vibe to it, and it also has a sense of ease and delicateness. Now when it comes to the silhouette and proportions, I would say in the silhouette there's a really nice mix of loose and a little bit of volume with the balloon sleeve and the relaxed fit versus very sharp tailoring. We see some nice crisp lines in the silhouette, but also in the pleats of the pants. When it comes to proportions, I would say they're evenly balanced, not only because the looseness and fit of both the top and the bottom is quite similar, but because the waistline comes at a pretty natural point. And also I think that monochrome kind of tricks our eye into thinking that this is a very balanced and harmonious look, proportion-wise anyway. Now when it comes to the styling hacks, this is a very minimal look, but she's using monochrome really well. So obviously keeping everything, including the shoes, in that beautiful light beige cream palette. She's tucked her sweater in all the way around. She's chosen not to wear a belt, which I think in itself feels intentional because that's what gives this look more of a sense of ease versus a sense of she's on her way to work. And she's cuffed her pants, which is a really nice way to show off her shoe and make this feel a little bit more delicate. And she's finished it off with a very simple pair of hoops, which I think keeps this look really clean and goes along with our minimal vibe. Okay, so now I can shop my closet for this look. So I'm going to use the same big turtleneck that I have in the last look. It doesn't have the nice balloon sleeve detail, and that one seems like it's a little bit of a finer gauge, but I really like the turtleneck with the hoop earring, and I think the color works with my scheme, so I'm just going to go with this. I don't think that it's necessary that you do the cream monochrome if that's not your color. You could totally spice this up with, like, you know, a hot pink if you have lots of hot pink in your closet. I think that's the beauty of this thing, is that you can really tailor it to yourself. My vintage Liz Claiborne pants, I don't think I'll need to cuff these because they already come up quite high and will show off my shoe already. I do have these like perfect quasi heel flats. I don't know what you want to call them. I found them secondhand. They're absolutely fabulous. I am ruining technically our monochromatic look with the little pop of black in the back. Oh, the drama. And I'm actually also going to add my Nordgreen watch for this one. I'm going to switch out the strap to the brown leather one to really play up those nice beige tones. And I think the minimalistic design will work really beautifully with this. And because it's the holidays, I thought we could do a third look. I hope you don't mind. I hope this doesn't go on too long, but I've had this Olivia Palermo look pinned for like 2 or 3 years. Let's break it down. I definitely want to say festive. I also want to say comfortable and elegant and contemporary and also fresh. I feel like this look is several years old from her, but like many of her looks, they always seem to feel very current and interesting. Now, when it comes to the silhouette and proportions, I think this silhouette is such a great mix. Big, chunky, voluminous sweater and a super sharp skirt on the bottom. And the proportions are doing the same thing. We've got a lot of drama and volume on the top, but what makes this look really balanced in terms of proportion, I think, is the length of the skirt. I think this might look too top heavy if it were a mini. Now, when it comes to the styling hacks, I think there's again a really beautiful mix of textures. We've also got some really interesting contrasts. It's almost like she's taking the red and she's contrasting it with both a bright cream and a dark, rich black. So I think it's really neat to be able to contrast one bright color with 2 opposing neutrals. And finally, the way she's holding her purse, instead of over the shoulder or crossbody, holding it as a clutch, I think makes this look feel more sophisticated and elegant. She's done a little quasi tuck in the front, and I think we can safely say a red lip is a pretty solid accessory. I love how it just pulls on the red from the skirt. So let's see what I have in my closet. Okay, I apologize. I did not intend to use this big chunky sweater for all 3 looks today. I do have a fisherman's sweater, but it's a crew neck, and I really wanted to replicate that big bunchy volume around the neck. This is such a great skirt. I was going to declutter it, but it was just too nice, and then I realized on my list was a punchy mini skirt. Anyway, say goodbye to the beautiful midi and the fringe. Today will be its last hurrah. It's a little bit longer in the hemline. I don't have that nice sharp A-line silhouette which balances out the sweater. If you don't have a statement punchy skirt, then you can always switch the way this outfit is using the contrasting colors. Perhaps you have a really bright sweater and a neutral skirt. Then you can go ahead and switch that color blocking up that way. Okay, I've got the only semi-structured black bag that will tie into the shoes. So I'm going to just use my patent pumps with a pair of black opaque tights. So it's not exactly the same pair of boots that she has, but I'm still able to replicate that look. That is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that extra look. Let me know if you thought those looks were a hit or a miss in the comments below. And a huge thank you to Nordgreen again for sponsoring today's video. Again, I've got that discount code if you are still looking for a holiday gift, either for yourself or someone special. I will drop that in the description box below. And I will be donating 5% of today's sponsorship income to the Clean Clothes campaign, which is advocating for the rights of garment workers all across the world. Now, especially because of COVID, but all the time. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I hope you've enjoyed a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back in another slow fashion video. Ciao!